Hello everyone, I'm Melissa Love, pretty last name, pretty first name. I'm here today to talk to you about my two horrible illnesses that I have. The first one I'm going to talk to you about is lupus. Lupus is an inflammatory disease caused when the immune system attacks its own tissue. So my body is attacking itself. I also have Wegener's. Wegener's is a condition that causes inflammation of the blood vessel, and it is very, very rare. A lot of people haven't even heard of Wegener's. I know I didn't when I found out. But I was diagnosed back in 2015. I remembered it like yesterday, literally. I was at work and my knees were hurting me very bad. Like I needed some oil or something on them to like unstiffen them or something. And I left work and I went to the hospital, me and my husband, and the hospital basically drained fluids from my knee, and he told me that the test results would be back in a couple of days. It is 2017 and I still haven't heard the results from those tests. But anyways, I ended up at a local doctor, and she basically told me that my levels was high, that I was inflamed really bad. So she told me that I had gout. So I ended up at a rheumatologist. He did some more tests, and she put me on tramadol, and I think she had me on, yeah, she just had me on tramadol. So that's when I found out I was allergic to tramadol. I took some tramadol and hives came all over me. I was swelling up. But anyways, ran some tests and I still didn't really find out until like March, and that's when he put me on some Plaquenil. So I found out I had lupus first. I went on some Plaquenil, and Plaquenil, I can't really remember having any side effects with that, but I know it wasn't working for my body. My body was still tearing itself down. So after that, I went on vacation with my besties, and I came back and my ear was hurting very bad. Like I had a bad ear infection. I couldn't turn left, I couldn't turn right. I just know my ear was hurting very bad. So I went to the hospital and they told me that I had a swimmer's ear. And I knew I hadn't been in no pool or nothing like that. And I was like, how in the world did I get swimmer's ear? And I just knew that wasn't right. So after that, I tried to like get on the health tip, start exercising and drinking more water and working out. And after that, I thought like my legs was hurting me very bad. So I thought maybe I was working out too hard. So I developed a spot on my leg, and my husband, I guess he went to work, asking around about certain stuff or whatever, about the spot or whatever, and they said it probably was a blood clot. So he came home talking about that I may have a blood clot. So he started googling stuff. If for those you don't know, Google will kill you. But anyway, he started googling stuff, and it was my symptoms were basically saying blood clot. But I thought it was just a burn mark because I had recently stolen his motorcycle and failed. I fell off his motorcycle, burned my leg, so I thought the spot was a burn mark, which they kind of favor. But so we went to the hospital anyway, and basically the doctor came in and told Arthur, my husband, that I was sicker than I look, and that I was not to get off the bed for anything that I couldn't move, because I had blood clots in my lungs and I had a blood clot in my leg. So the blood clot from my leg had went to my lungs. So, and I didn't feel sick at all. I was short of breath, but I thought maybe like I was just out of shape. So after that, I was in ICU for a while. I left ICU, went to a regular room. It seemed like I stayed in the hospital forever. After that, what did I do? They just did a bunch of tests, and my hospital bill was ridiculous. Did a bunch of tests, and then after I got out of the hospital, that's when my doctor called me and told me that I had Wegener's. And I was like, Wegener's? What is that? So I googled Wegener's, of course, what you would do. And it's basically another autoimmune disease that causes blood vessels to inflame. So it made me think about, my life when I was younger. Like, for those of you all who really know me, knew that I always had tissue with me. Like, my nose would always be stopped up. It's kind of stopped up now because I'm having a flare up, a small one. But yeah, I used to always walk around with tissue a lot, and it made me think, like, did I have it that long? Who knows? But anyways, I have Wegener. So Wegener's affect your sinuses, your lungs, your kidneys, and right now my Wegener is affecting my lungs. So I have lesions on my lungs, and it's kind of hard. I have lesion on my lungs. So right now I'm in the process of getting ready to take chemotherapy. And it seemed like that I've tried like all the medication and nothing is working for me. Like, I've tried Celsat, I've tried Celsep or mecophenolate, however you say it, pronounce it. I've tried Rituxan. I had an allergic reaction to it. I've tried Plaquenil, of course, but since I have both disease, they have to find something to fit both. And I've tried azathioprine, I think that's how you pronounce it. That doesn't work for me. It was eating my stomach. So it's like all the medication, I'm either having an allergic reaction to it or it's not working for me. And my body is like really, really sensitive. And I just want to get off prednisone. Oh my goodness. For those of you who are on prednisone, I totally understand. Prednisone make you feel like you hungry and you just ate. Your mood just, you feel so crazy, like you just, prednisone is a horrible steroid. And it's like every time I go to the doctor, like she lowered 1 week and next week I'm up again. So I have to try the chemotherapy to try to get my body right, because I keep in and out the hospital and I'm getting more spots on my lungs, and I do not want to be on the lung transplant list. I do not want to be on the lung transplant list. So I've been trying to eat right, as in I've heard that if you go vegan, that your body will get better or something. But I've researched and I found this lady that went vegan and she supposedly don't have lupus anymore. So I am trying that vegan route. It's not easy, you guys. I tell you, I fight every day. There's not a day that I wake up and I do not have pain. And I feel like me going vegan is like depriving myself. Like, I just want to eat like normal people, but I can't. I went from 200 to 250. The steroids, the food, it's so hard. And all the medicine that they have you on, like, I'm telling you, it's hard. It's a battle every day. Every day is a battle. And my husband seems like, I know he tried to understand, but I just feel like he don't really understand what I'm going through. Like, I know he kind of understand, but I don't think he like all the way understand. And I can say I don't understand what he goes through, like dealing with someone being sick every day. Like, he worries, and I hate that he worries. Like, my husband is my heart. I love my family. I love my family. And I just, like, sometimes when he asks me, like, how am I doing, I really be like, I used to lie to him because I really didn't want him worrying, because I'm always in pain. And I feel like when I tell him what's wrong with me, like, he just worries, and I don't want that. But a lot of people say, oh, you don't look sick. Yeah, I don't look sick. I don't look sick. This is what lupus look like. You don't look sick. But you should know that a person with lupus fights every day. Every day is something. Every minute, like 1 minute you okay, the next minute something's wrong. Like, every day is something. Well, I can't say I do have my good days. I do have days that I feel like I feel like I'm a beast. Like, I can do anything. And those be the days that I don't want to take any pills. I just want to wake up and be normal. Like, I don't want to wake up and take 9 and 10 and 15 pills a day. Those are a lot of pills. Like, and they're not small pills. They're big jumbo, look like prenatal vitamin pills. Like, I just want to wake up and just be normal. Like, but I know I'm not a normal person, so I don't complain about it. I just try to fight and deal with it, because I am a fighter. I'm a strong person, and I fight. That's what I do. But let me know, what do you think about my video? And if you have any questions, comment below. Tomorrow I go to chemo counseling. It'll be my first day. I'm gonna try to make a video for that too. So I might get a little emotional, because, you know, who wants to start chemo? I'm 29. I just turned 29. And when you hear chemo, you just think like bad. Especially when the doctor told me that the chemo could eventually make me have cancer. I'm sorry, you guys. Emotional. Could make me eventually have cancer later on. Like, it's been like medicine fixes one thing and cause another problem. But I just hope this vegan route works for me. Thanks for watching. Make sure you comment below.